What is up, everybody? My name is Askin the Soul Render, as you all know, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft Survival. This will be episode 4, and today we're just gonna maybe build a little bit, set up a farm, and try to survive another night. So let's get right into it. And so, from last episode, as you can tell, I am on the surface. Nothing interesting happened. We found 5 diamonds, and I found another one on my way up. So we'll put those right in there. We made some armor, found a mine shaft, and yeah, let's hop right into it. And so I'm gonna climb up the side of the mountain. I'm reduced from my glorious pork chops down to eating off rotten flesh, like some sort of deranged maniac. And so we're gonna try to find a nice spot to build a farm, set up a small little house. Oh look. Gather what we can, maybe spawn in a couple chickens with those eggs, and maybe miracle. Oh, still got another chance. Nope. You know, this seems kind of deranged. We're throwing children at the ground, unborn children at the ground to get living children. It's kind of like throwing a fetus at the floor and expecting it to start walking. It's kind of weird if you think about it. Oh, look, over there we can see a dark oak biome, but I'm more interested in the glorious mountains that we have spawned in. For those of you that don't know, mountains are my favorite biome to build in because it's very dwarven-y, and I like to consider myself a dwarf. I like to play as a dwarf in many of my games. And so yeah, I plan on building a dwarf-themed castle in these glorious mountains with this beautiful spruce wood that I harvest. But Rome wasn't built in a day, so we're gonna have to settle for a very measly wooden house. The elves might be pretty pissed with me cutting down forests, but they ain't gonna do anything. Scrawny and weak. That's how I consider elves. But let's get the foundations for a building started, shall we? So let's finish cutting down this tree. Gather up all the wood. Replant a couple saplings just to keep on terms with the elves. You know, don't want to start a war until we've got an army. Turn all this wood into planks, and let's find a nice open area to set up this house. So, I think right here is actually a pretty good spot. Nothing fancy, just a very small house. Oh, this is gonna kill me. I need 2 pieces of dirt. Oh my god, kill me. But check it. I am completely failing in building right now. Boom. I don't like building with wood. I prefer to build with stone, and I like to add mossy stone bricks and cracked stone bricks in my buildings, because it makes the buildings feel a bit more realistic, a bit more lived in. Just like how putting a couple cobwebs in an attic just makes the attic look a lot more lived in, and more like an attic in all honesty. Let's build a crafting table real quick. Boom. Build some doors. Boom. And then let's build a couple slabs and put a roof in. Make the room feel a bit more spacious, and as well as conserving materials. Just because I don't like building with wood doesn't mean I'm not going to be smart about it. And so this is our beautiful grand house that we can call our own. Isn't it just gorgeous? Same shade of wood everywhere, pigs surrounding it, and some different dirt. Fabulous. But let's go exploring a little bit. Let's see if we can't need some iron. Let's see if we can't go find some sheep and try to make ourselves a bed, because that'd be really great. I have a plan for this series. What I would like to do is I would like to keep this series, well, not I would like to, I plan to keep this series going on for a very long time, for hopefully many episodes, and building, you know, some vast kingdoms, doing a lot of off-camera work such as grinding, so that you guys don't have to watch that stuff. But if you guys do want me to show everything, show you guys that I'm getting everything legitly, then don't hesitate to ask, because even I sometimes have a couple thoughts that, hey, this guy definitely didn't get this stuff legitly. So now we got 4 spare doors. So, let's upgrade our food real quick. Boom, achievement gotten. But sometimes I myself have a mind to think, hey, this guy obviously didn't get 18 diamonds legitimately. He must have been doing something. But if you guys want me to show you guys, hey, make some small videos of me just grinding stuff with some music playing in the background or something, then I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys, because I don't like rumors spreading about. No one likes rumors being spread about them. It's just like a natural thing. Unless you're one of those people that do like it, then I'm not hating. There's this black sheep, and we can now make a bed, so no need to go adventure. But you know what, screw it, we'll go adventure anyways, because why not? And we still cannot seem to birth a child. So as you guys can see, this mountain biome here is very large and very lush, I would say. What I'm thinking is, ignore that little brown box right there. What I'm thinking is a large wall goes over top of the mountains and extends, encompassing this entire area. Then over there we build a large dwarven-like castle. Even though the mountain's not very large, the castle can be embedded into the side of it. And then we'll have multiple spires extending from the mountains along the side ridges too, because we don't want any orcs sneaking up on us in the dead of the night. Where did you come from? Is it already turning night? That's no way. There's no way that it's already turning night. As you see here, we've got a river. So we could potentially build like a large grate right there in the wall and turn that into like a sewer system. Turn this place into like the slums where all the half orcs and whatnot sleep. Because you still gotta have some racial diversity in your cities, sadly. Yeah. So let's get home, let's go to sleep, so that you guys don't have to just watch me sit. I built a house out of wood. I had plenty of wood. And what do I do with that wood? I sell it for crack. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Yeah. Let's build a bed real quick. Boom. Go to sleep. Wow, look at how pristine my armor is. I must have, like, padded it with wool or something for me to be able to sleep in it. Okay, let's go on a small adventure, shall we? Because from the looks of it, we're starting to run out of wildlife to slaughter. And also, we're going to have to build a much bigger farm. Much more diverse farm also, because I do want to add mods to this world, as I've stated before. And one of the mods I'm definitely going to add later is the Spice of Life, because it's a very survival type mod. It has literally no use in creative, because you don't need hunger. But for those of you that don't know what it does, basically the Spice of Life, what it does is it makes food, like food have their values by default, but after eating the food for a couple times, it starts to lose its nutritional value, and so you're forced to eat other kinds of food. It's a very hardcore kind of mod for an actual survivor, and that's what I'm trying to go for. There's some clay there that we could eventually use for Tinker's Construct, or for building bricks. Also, let me know if you guys want to become like a ruler of a certain type of group of people. Like, obviously I will be a Dwarven King, because they're the first people being created, and also I'd like to consider myself a dwarf, even if my skin doesn't say it. Do it for Ironforge. How beautiful. Cows. Let's slaughter a little bit of the wildlife in the elven forests. Come here, little piggy. But yeah, like, I'll add you guys if you guys want to become like any ambassadors, princes, princesses, officers, generals, you know, all that good stuff. Stuff that a kingdom needs to survive. I know starting out in Minecraft isn't very interesting, and so I'm trying to progress as fast as I can, and I'm trying to make plans for the future so that we know what direction we're going in. And boy, look at that beautiful mountain. It's just makes you proud to be a dwarf. It's gonna look a lot better too with a large stone wall on top of it. Don't worry about the pigs. Elven forests, they got plenty. Also, they need to just make it by default that pigs can drop like mutton. No, mutton's lamb, and they already have that. Like, they need to be able to drop like pig legs and stuff. I didn't grab my bed, so. Also didn't. And look over, if you look over there, there's a small mountain over there too, so we could potentially make that either in another kingdom, or it could be a dwarven outpost, depending on how large we plan on building this city. My main design for the city, though, itself is there's gonna be the noble rich area nearest to the castle, inside the inner wall, kind of. Then out here, there's gonna be a large wall where many of the races are gonna live, like orcs, half orcs, elves, humans, gnomes, halflings, that kind of stuff. Few dwarves are gonna live out here because, you know, dwarves gotta stay by their mountain and whatnot. Sadly, since this is a very since Minecraft doesn't generate very large mountains, I can't do the whole the dwarves live deep inside the mountain thing, which is very upsetting for me, honestly, but I can work around that. Let's just say that Smog took the other mountain after, you know, he kind of got bored of. Wow, I cannot think of what it's called right now. Ironforge? I'm pretty sure that's actually the Dwarven city in World of Warcraft. Yeah, Ironforge is the main Dwarven city in World of Warcraft, where basically everyone hangs out, because, you know, dwarves are basically the shit. But man, I cannot remember the name of that mountain to save the life of me. Huh. If one of you guys can tell me what it is, what the name of that mountain is, I'd be very grateful, because it's killing me right now. And I'm not about to search it out, because that's not how I roll, fam. We gotta get on top of this mountain, start start melting down, cooking, but refining ores, stone, getting a general layout of how we want to build things, because we're gonna grow quite rapidly. If this part of this area has got me thinking, what we could do is we could build a dwarven tower there, one there, and then one there, and we could build like there could be a lighthouse there, and then build a dwarven tower here, and we could turn this into a trading port, potentially. But there ain't no dwarven sailors, because what I've learned from D&D is that dwarves do not touch water, because no, they also don't tend to be very fond of flying either, and they also don't ride anything except rams. Hello. Have fun down there. They also don't use swords. Dwarves have a lot of strict rules, I'm coming to realize. Like, a dungeon master I played with for a while, I'm not going to disclose his name because, you know, privacy reasons and all that, but I'm just going to call him, what can I call him? Let's just call him Ron, for namesake. So Ron has been our DM before, and personally, I think he's like the coolest guy ever, because he knows his shit, he's got all his shit together, he's got a very likable personality, and he's also been in wars, so he's got a lot of stories to tell about that kind of stuff. And whenever we play, my friend Jack and I, we both play as dwarves, as I've told you before. He's educating us throughout the entire time we're playing about, hey, dwarves kind of do this. Like, dwarves aren't, no self-respecting dwarf is gonna shoot a goblin with a crossbow when he's within charging distance. And so, he's taught us a lot. And the one thing that I know is that dwarves don't take anyone's shit. They will fuck you up something fierce. Like, seriously, man. Any chicken? Okay. First chicken has been spawned. Milestone right there. And I have lost the chicken. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? But yeah, he taught us that running, shouting your dwarven war cry, dwarves drink ale, don't drink none of that water. They are not fans of elves. You know, standard dwarven stuff. Minecart with chest. Huh. What makes you say it's a minecart with a chest? Sorry, I must sacrifice this cobblestone. And then gain one more back. But whenever you have an experienced dungeon master you're playing with, he just like makes the game a lot more lively. And he makes it a lot more enjoyable. Like my friend Ian, he has dungeon mastered for us before, and it was his first time. He did pretty good for his first time. And if Ian, you're watching this, yes, I'm disclosing your name. You don't really have a choice. And yeah, you did a pretty good job. And I'm willing to admit it to the public. And he did a pretty good job dungeon mastering for his first time, as I've said. Also, the reason I'm mining andesite is because I love using andesite. It's a beautiful stone. Other people like somehow like granite diorite. For granite, I can understand. No. Yeah, for diorite, I can understand for like bathrooms and stuff. And maybe if you have the right kind of blocks, you can blend it in. But andesite is just a really good color for anything, really. It matches stone really nicely, so it goes well with stone bricks and regular just smooth stone. It's very good for floors, for roads, if you're trying to make a very official kind of road and you don't like the sound of gravel. Personally, for myself, I like using andesite for floors mainly, and I use polished andesite for that. And the regular andesite I like to use for rough roads, or just to like make something look a lot more realistic. Because it just, you know, when something looks a lot more realistic, it just makes it more immersive. And so, it's good to be very immersed in your game because it makes you think like you're in the game. Okay, how am I going to survive another night? Or, hey, how am I going to fight this thing? Or, how am I not going to die when my wife finds out that I've been eating other meats? Take that as you will. But let's check on my foods. Got my steak. Almost done with all my pork chops. Cooking some stuff. Let me get some coal. How is this other? Oh, I put a stack of coal in there. Let's come down a bit farther. Let's look for some more. Like, I don't like these colors. Personally, I also don't really care for the textures either. Judge me if you want to about that, but I don't plan on using them in any of my builds because I just don't like it. It's just everyone has their own preference, to each their own, as my father says, or is it my mother? I have a hard time confusing them. Both wise people, but it's okay. But yeah, I can't really tell the difference sometimes because they both scared the living hell out of me, and they both are very wise people. If you ever meet them, you'll definitely know who they are. Cause wow. My dad likes to make jokes, and my mom is a cannon, is the best way I would put it. Not in a bad way either. She's very energetic when she meets people, and she tends to make friends a lot, even when she doesn't intend to. So, I guess I could say it's a blessing and a curse. And personally, I would never want to be stuck with it, because whenever you're trying to get someone to go away, it's kinda like, just stop talking, man. Like, for real. But shh. The British are coming. I'm pretty sure it's night outside. Hey, fam. No room service. No room service. I'm gonna build myself a shield. Boom. First try. Get wrecked. But let me see how long this has been running. Okay. Let's kill this skeleton real quick. Boom. Gotcha. Oh, and I've hit level 20. I'm gonna have to say no to that. And that's where I'm gonna end this episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Vanilla Survival. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like and subscribe button, favorite, do all that good jazz, ring that bell to be updated on future videos. Also, go check out my cousin Joshua's channel. He is my cousin, my friend, and my fellow YouTuber. And yeah, everyone have a good day. See you later.